Hello YouTube, thanks for coming back to Create, Share, and Give. And tonight I am doing a reading on the late great Sandra Bland. And I'm sure you guys have heard about Sandra Bland. That's why you clicked on the video. If you have not, go and Google it. It is one of the life-changing stories that happened 3 years ago. A lady by the name of Sandra, nicknamed Sandy Bland, who was 28 years old, a social activist, someone who was trying to make change in the system of police brutality, inequality, and systemic racism. Very powerful young woman who was found hung in a Waller County jail in Texas. And the whole tape that went viral, you guys go back and watch that. It makes my stomach turn each time I watched it. I saw her documentary that's now on HBO. I just wanted to kind of get a feel and get into the energy before I did the reading. But I just wanted to give her a shout out and light a candle for her. And just let her spirit know that her light is still shining and we have not forgotten about her, and that we will continue to carry the torch for equality as well as police brutality and different things in a workplace, in a social place. She wanted to bring people together, not divide. So with that being said, I've chosen 3 cards. These are the 3 cards that I picked out to start with. The first one that dropped out was Alofi. And this one, to me, you see the pregnant woman with the world in her hand and creating the different universes. And I take this as representing Sandy or Sandra. And she just had so many ideas that were blossoming and being birthed and cultivated. So many things she wanted to do. In the documentary, a friend of hers said that he met with her and she had this huge binder and of research on things she wanted to do and change, and all of these great ideas that never came into fruition. But now she has passed the torch to us, the people who are watching and still here that care. So this represents her and all her dreams and everything that she had accomplished and wanted to accomplish, that she is still in the dream world in a different dimension and carrying those dreams and that energy within the universe to create, so that we can still create that. I also got this card, and this one to me represents a basically defeat. See, there's a stagger going through the heart, and it is not by self-doing. They said that she hung herself. I don't buy that. This card here is telling me no, it is her kind of protecting, pulling the dagger out of all the wrong that was done to her. And during the documentary, this card kind of rings to me because there was no DNA or her fingerprints on the bag that she was supposedly hung herself from. So this card just clarifies for me that she indeed, her life was taken by the hands of someone else other than her. She knew her law. She was very well spoken, articulate in what she wanted to do. And I think she put up a fight, and the good old boys could not take it. But let me clarify that. I'm asking spirits to come in and give me the thought via the cards. What other messages do we have from Sandra Bland today? All my gods, Most High, who are guiding me, who continue to guide me. What message do we have? What message is there from Sandra Bland? What message do we have from Sandra Bland? Okay. So here we have the Ten of Pentacles. We have a old wise guy here. This is of wealth and abundance. We have people whispering, kind of plotting against. We have a third woman here. So the Ten of Pentacles is usually abundant, but they're trying to hold on to the systems is what I get. The powers that be were holding on to the system, and they were protecting each other. Protecting each other from basically any type of wrongdoing. Again, keeping their code together of controlling the people of color that may get out of hand, to keep their wealth, keep their name, which is all under false pretenses. So that's what I get there as a clarifying for that. The Four of Swords here. Again, there were so many sharp weapons, things that were against her. She was equipped, but she had other forces that were a little stronger than she was, and a system that was set up in a way that, you know, she was defeated, unfortunately. But her spirit still rings strong, because I'm still talking about her, and we will continue to talk about her in a positive light and carry on a positive message from her life. What other messages do you have for me, Spirit, from Sandra Bland's last days or now? What messages do you have? What messages do you have from Sandra Bland? Okay, here is another Pentacles, a Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so here what I get here is of the earth. She is still here. She have accomplished what she came here to accomplish here on earth. She was rich in her knowledge, rich in her giving, rich in her spirit, and she have laid the foundation here on earth for other people, as I said before, to continue on and carry the torch behind her dreams and her hopes and everything that she wanted to do in order to help society and the underserved community. She is still here in the realm of a different realm, meaning that putting that message back out into the world. So she is a true winner. We're still speaking of her name. There were laws that were changed in her name. So that's a step for change. Even though the officer, I think his name was Insignia, wasn't charged with any crime, she still got laws changed within her name. Her family got some type of compensation, which we all know compensation doesn't bring back a loved one, but it will allow them to do what they need to do to continue their lives and her legacy as well. So that's what I'm getting so far from the Sandra Bland case. I'm going to go in and see what we have from our angels. What messages do we have from our angels? What angel message do we have today from the energy and spirits of Sandra Bland? What do we need to know? What do the public need to know? We do know we are moving forward. We are moving forward. We are on earth, on our physical plane. We have won. We are winning. There is a lot of abundance here. She gave her life for the same cause she was fighting against, and that cannot go in vain. You know, thousands of people have said her name and will continue to say her name. What messages? What message do we have? Life review. Take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. So that is a message from the angels today. So here we go, learning from Sandra Bland's life. Take inventory of our own lives, see where we can maybe have some prejudices, where we can give of ourself and our time to help humanity, help the causes, the same causes that she was very, very passionate about. We can pick up the torch and carry on that message there. I'll leave you with one more message. So this message, this feels really uplifting, but again, I get that she did not take her own life. The powers that be, from this card here, the clarifier, that were saving themselves, plotting against, the old man, the good old boys club here, holding their materials tight to them, their laws, their propaganda that's been set up for years and years, holding on tight for that. Archangels, what message do you have for us today? What message do you leave with us today? And I get, you can do it, from Archangel Michael. And what can we do? We can help change the world. We can be that change that we want to become. So with that message, I feel like it's pretty powerful. I'm not too shocked. Everything that my intuition picked up on, which is what I felt, the cards just came in and clarified that for me. Sandra Bland with her sword, she's a fighter, but there is just a little bit more powers that be that were at force, but she's still a winner, and we will continue to say her name and help to live out her legacy, doing whatever we can do, because you can do it. So thanks again for listening. Thank you for this reading on the lovely Sandra Bland. Let's have a moment of silence. And until next time, don't forget to create, share, and above all, give.